Hello, collective, my sweet collective. May this find whoever it needs at the exact time that it is needed. Okay. Welcome to my channel. This is Blue Butterfly Mystic. I'm Kate. If you are new here, welcome. If you are not, welcome back. This is a collective message, and that means, as always, take what resonates and leave what does not. If this gives you the confirmation or clarity that you have been asking for, then please like the video and also share a butterfly in the comments and subscribe so that Spirit can continue to bring you the guidance that is meant for you. Okay? All right, let's get started. So I am very clairaudient. Okay, so when music comes to me, it is always it's usually a mirror to what is going on inside. So, and I've been sitting with this for a couple days because it was a little intense. So I heard, and say it for me, say it to me, and I'll leave this life behind me. Say it if it's worth saving me. Nickelback, right? Whatever, laugh about it because everybody picks on Nickelback. I don't care. I love them. All right. So this song really speaks to longing to be seen, the desire for somebody to say you matter, okay? The ache of wanting to be rescued from whatever, yourself, your environment, whatever, okay? The tenderness of wanting to be held, all right? And the part that still believes that someone might come. I shared this, what I would call the archetype of the child or the one that wants to be saved, okay? Another song that was coming through was Lonely is the Muse by Halsey. And she says, I always knew I was a martyr and that Jesus was one too. But I was built from special pieces that I learned how to unscrew. And I will always reassemble to fit perfectly for you or anyone who decides that I'm of use. Lonely is the muse. And the first time I heard this song, I bawled. I bawled, okay? Because it is about being the one that inspires other people, awakening them, being their emotional mirror, being the one who gives them clarity, and being admired, but not met at your depth, your emotional depth. Realizing the power that you have, but being alone, okay? The final song that came through was You Learn by Alanis Morissette. You live, you learn. This one, okay? But it was the initial lyric that came through, and it was, I recommend having your heart trampled on by anyone. And I was like, what are you saying, internal self? What are we doing here? But when I went to go look the song up, the entire theme of that song is about learning through your experience. It is about learning through the pain, learning through misalignment, learning through being unmirrored, learning through surviving, and learning through meaning making. Being able to understand yourself so that you can understand the people around you and therefore the world. I say this all the time because it is extremely important to me that we understand that we are a tiny fraction of the universe, but we also hold the universe within us. Okay. And when we develop more of an understanding of ourselves, the kind of dynamics that we put ourselves into, the kind of relationships that we keep, the behaviors that we display, the triggers that we have. Okay. When we go deeper, when we dive deeper into those concepts, it awakens us to ourselves and helps us be more empathetic towards everybody. Okay. Not excusing behavior, because that's significant. We don't excuse behavior, but we are able to understand it better and be more forgiving, which is not for the other person, it is for us. Okay. So the key point here is the paradox of the meaning maker. Okay, this is our pattern. This is our archetype. Okay, it is an internal dynamic and an external one. So these songs all together show the internal conflict of the child who wants to be saved, the creator who saves others, the witness that sees everything, okay, the dark mother or dark father archetype within us that protects our system, as well as the scholar that understands the pattern. Okay, and this is a very complex counsel to hold within. And Spirit is wanting me to say right now that it is okay to hold multiple truths at once. This is what makes us multiple truths at once. This makes us multi-dimensional beings. Okay. This is not fragmentation. Fragmentation is not being aware of your other sides of self. It is, you know what? I'm going to go deeper into the mechanics of fragmentation before I speak any further, because I don't want to say anything false. But this is how your sophisticated psyche works, okay? The external pattern of this is that people will come to you. You're the person that everybody tells their tea to, right? You're the one that everybody walks up to at work and tells you their life story. All right. When I was in retail, I was all the way from a cashier all the way up to a store manager. Okay. And anytime I was working at the register, I hated the register, not because I don't want to say I don't like people. As a whole, people irritate me because of the way that they behave, okay? Not that they're bad people. I'm not saying that. I'm saying in retail or even fast food or restaurant or I've had factory jobs. I was a forklift driver. Like there's lots and lots of jobs that I've had, and it's just, maybe it's corporate. I don't know. We can get into that later. But the point is that people recognize something in you that makes them feel comfortable enough to come to you to tell you these things and to ask your opinion that allows them to receive clarity. Okay? They're inspired by you. Okay? Your words and the way that you explain things awakens them to themselves. You're like a lighthouse that stands at the edge of the ocean calling ships home. Okay, you stand strong, you stand steady, and there was something within them that recognizes that about you. Okay, you're somebody that others can lean on for support. Also, there is nobody else like you. You are unique. And this could also be I want to say, because I feel like collectively, we have really started accepting who we are as a person, as a soul. But this has also created hardship in our lives because we are different, because we have different perception of how life works, because not everybody sees the meaning in things that we see. Like angel numbers, I see them all day, every day. Okay, and I will be randomly calling out, oh, 444, oh, 111, oh, 747. I should look that up right now. Upgrade. Speak to your higher self. In order to get where you are today, you had to amp up your personal power. Your angels are patting you on the back for a job well done. Sit in meditation and visualize your own higher power. Speak kindly to your higher self and allow your subconscious to merge with your superconscious. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, this meaning-making, synchronistic, symbolic way that I was seeing things became extremely overwhelming. There was so much information coming in, and I had to create a system that allowed me to filter it. Okay. Which I'm still working on. All right. I think the most frustrating thing about having this meaning making way of thinking is that other people cannot witness us the way that we witness them. Okay, it is extremely frustrating. I feel like collectively we are dismissed a lot. We are I'm hearing the word crazy. Oh, she's just being crazy. She's just being her crazy self, or his crazy self, whatever. But there is a turning point, okay? There was a day where I noticed that not only was it my spirituality that was, I don't know, turning people off to me, but it was specifically the meaning making, okay? And the wanting for somebody to witness me, wanting for somebody to see me or save me, okay? And when I find a piece of wisdom that speaks to my soul, I often write it because that solidifies it for me personally. So on this wall, I am the sorceress, the warrior, the liberator, and the, oh crap, and the Dark Empress. I hereby release the myth of passive salvation. My rescue is my own responsibility, and my magic is my own craft. Okay? And I put this on my wall so that it would remind me every single day that whatever is happening, I am the one responsible for saving me. Say it for me, say it to me, and I'll leave this life behind me. Say it if it's worth saving me. You have to save yourself, baby. And it is one of the hardest fucking things that I have, because we are programmed to believe that there will be community, that there will be others that will rally around you when you are in danger or when you are in trouble. And in my experience, that's not always the case. Okay. As a matter of fact, being this throat chakra, being this way, living this way, seeing life in this through this lens, has produced more ill will and ill intention and exile than any other way of being that I have experienced in my life. Okay. But I feel like we're at I'm hearing crux. We are at a crossroads. Hecate, Papa Legba, Hades, Persephone, Kalima. Those deities are coming through. We are releasing the internal belief of passive salvation, and we are reclaiming authorship over our own lives and choosing to self-rescue, which is ultimately, it is us stepping into our sovereignty. Okay. We are becoming the architects of our own magic, and we are ending the muse's loneliness. All right. By being able to witness ourselves. Okay. You might spend a lot of time alone. Okay. You are probably very protective over your personal space. All right. You are more than likely, I'm hearing you just love to be in your own energy. And that's because your own energy is that high vibrating frequency. And when we get around others who are of a lower frequency, it's either they have to rise to us or we have to lower ourselves to them. And in my experience, this is my experience and my opinion, they don't want to rise to our frequency because that takes work. And because we have these people pleasing tendencies and we got to pick and choose our battles, we end up lowering our frequencies to participate in our families, in our friend groups, in our work environments, whatever the case may be. Okay. But we are ending the loneliness. Okay. This is the moment when you start to witness yourself. This is when your psyche reorganizes. Okay. I needed to put this message out because I needed you to know that you are not alone. Okay. You need to know that you have the architecture of a very rare psyche, okay? And that you are not too much. You just haven't been in a environment or a place, or I'm having deja vu right now. Okay. You haven't had nobody's been able to mirror your depth or your way of thinking. You are not dramatic. Okay, this has been a really big thing. People say to me, "Oh, you're just being dramatic." I'm like, no, I see shit you don't. Because my brain has been on the fucking battlefield of trauma my entire life, and I now am able to see patterns of behavior that you can't. Like, even if I'm talking straight to them, I'm like, I see da 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 da, and they're like, no, you're projecting on me. You're projecting on me. Dramatic. I'm like, you know what? Fuck off. Oh God. And so I have separated from so many people in my life because they are committed to misunderstanding me. And that is fine. Okay. Because I like being by myself anyways. Um, and we are not broken, and we are not something that needs to be fixed. We are people, and we are built for depth, and we deserve to be witnessed. And so that's what this video is about. I'm here to witness to you, to your experience, to your psyche, to your way of being, so that you know that you are not alone in this world, and that there are other multidimensional, beautiful, sovereign beings that are also isolated. Okay? So, with all that being said, if this message brought you clarity about your general situation, your environment, or the people in it, I want to hear about your experiences, okay? I want to hear about how this resonates for you. I want to know how you were able to close the cycle. 2134, that is the second time I have seen that today. The 1234 sequence is the building blocks of, I'm hearing creation, the building blocks of creation. So there is something that through closing this cycle, the release of the need to be saved, and being able to witness yourself, I'm hearing a soul origin. You are going to receive guidance on your soul origin, meaning the who that you were before you were told who you were by experience, by others, and by environments or systems that were oppressive to your mind, to your body, and your heart. Okay? We collectively have I'm not speaking for you, but I am speaking to you. Okay? Anyways, that was a weird flash, but please comment down below your experiences. Hit the like button if this video helped you, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.